Welcome back, everyone, to the Sport of Fitness podcast. Happy Wednesday, 2 weeks into the 2026 Open registration. And if you guys were following the CrossFit Games on Instagram, you know we are now under 30 days left till 26.1, which will be going down at Moffett Air Force Base. It's presented by the Air National Guard, and that makes me sweat. I don't know about you guys, but it makes me nervous. We have an awesome show for you guys today. Craig Howard from CrossFit Diablo will be joining us. They were just at the SAP Center last weekend for an affiliate gathering, as well as the Boys Interrupted being there, and a little teaser of what's maybe to come in San Jose this year for the 20th year of the CrossFit Games. After that, we'll bring on Saxon and Spencer Panchik to roundtable this year's 2026 goals for the year. Maybe talk a little trash, talk a little fun stories between the two of them. And if we have our top 10, which we're currently trying to load, we will bring that in as well. But without further ado, Mr. Craig Howard from CrossFit Diablo joining us next.
Hey, you. It's time for your yearly check-in. The CrossFit Open is here. Fitter than last year? Good. Prove it. Fitter than your rival in the 5 p.m. class? Good. Prove it. Fitter than all those gym bros down the street? Good. Prove it. The workouts are the test. The gym floor is the stage. The leaderboard is the spotlight. Proving season is here. Are you ready?
Mr. Howard, does that feel like I'm talking to your dad? I don't want anybody to call me Mr. Ingram, but what's up, man?
Man, how are you doing? No, being on with Saxon and Scott just a few minutes ago made me feel like I'm my dad. So
you know what's wild? This makes me feel old as well. Is that those dudes I think are 30 now.
I know,
which is crazy.
Well, that's a good point, right? We're watching them grow up.
I know it's been really cool. And that's been the joy to me as a fan of the sport and just someone that's been around for a while. Is like, it's really cool to see people grow up in the CrossFit community. And by I mean that is like, when, we're all young guns, just running and gunning as a bunch of crazy ass single people. And just, I would say our later days of trying to make the games. And then, the reality sets in and we start families and we do all these other things and we run businesses or run podcasts. And it's really cool to watch the new kids get into the sport and then watch them grow. And it's been really fun. So I'm excited to have those guys on, but sir, I'm talking to you. And you just told me what division you will be in this year and next year. What was that?
Yeah, I'm in 60 to 64. I'm in the fourth year of the 60 to 64 division.
Okay. So this is the final year. So you're the elder statesman.
Yes.
Of the elder statesman. Well, Craig, we're 2 weeks into the Open. I've got some fun numbers for you if you're ready.
Okay. Yeah.
You got your numbers, right? CrossFit Diablo is already kicking ass and taking names as far as registration is concerned. But we just cracked, as of 5 minutes ago, 60,000 signups.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
For the Open this year. We are almost double of where we were just a year ago, and only 2.5 behind 2024, which was one of our best years since 2018. And 2024, remember, that was the record 48 hours of registration. So we are catching up in a quick way. So I'm super pumped about that number. But another fun one, and I would love this for you. 25% of those first-time Open participants this year.
That's fantastic.
I love it.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to see.
You guys are... I feel like the last numbers I saw, you're approaching past 150 the last time?
Yeah, we're at 204 now.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for cresting the 60K mark for us. For you, right? It's I've had the privilege to be able to do the Open every single year since 2011. Yeah. It's been a point of pride for me, and it's been an enjoyment to do the Open every year. I put in quotation marks, as anyone with a positive spin on anything revolving around doing CrossFit is like, oh, this was so fun. I loved that workout. But what I always enjoyed when I was running my affiliate was the new person doing it for the first time. And 25% of that 60K, 15,000 new open participants only 2 weeks in for you. And as a long-time affiliate owner with hundreds of people signed up, yes, the ones that love it and the diehards, they're always going to show up. But what does it mean to have someone sign up for the first time and really entrust that experience to you as an affiliate owner?
It means as an affiliate owner that you've done your job well, explaining the open, helping them understand the open, reducing the amount of fear and anxiety that comes with doing the open, because everybody has that, from the most experienced athletes all the way down to but especially the new folks coming in. I had a number of people that said they didn't know what the open was, but everybody in class is telling me to sign up, so I'm going to sign up. Which is really cool. But here's the thing that's really special about it is that person and those people, because we have a number of new people in our gym that signed up for the first time, is now I know that I've got an obligation as an owner to make it an awesome experience for them. And two, I know that when they finish that open, they've created a lifetime memory that they can associate with Diablo CrossFit and with CrossFit. It's like, it's embedded. There's everybody. I remember my first open, and going back 16 years, I have along the way several moments that were super, super meaningful to me, where I did the workouts, what the workout was, all of those things, and all of those things are anchors to this awesome sea of community, or in the sea of community of CrossFit. It's another hook in my member. We have 25% of those people, that 25% are signed up. I don't know how many people, what does that make it? Like 20,000 people, I guess.
Yeah, 15K.
Like 15,000. So that's 15,000 people that we know will likely be here next year, either they open or not, but they're going to stay with us at least. The members that I got now, I got 204 people signed up for the open. That means 204 people will be here through the end of March.
That's awesome.
As an affiliate, that's
right. Okay, I got you for 3 weeks at least, right?
It's nice insurance. So
you talked about you have an obligation to take care of these people, but on the flip side of that is I think it's an opportunity for affiliate owners to really get down and connect more with their members on an eye-to-eye basis.
Yes.
I coach youth sports now for my kids on pretty much pick a sport, throw a rock, and that's what I do. And a big part of that as a coach in that type of position for me is getting down on their level. Now, that's more of a literal sense because I'm coaching second graders and kindergarten girls, but getting down to their level, meeting them right eye to eye, I've always found it's a beautiful opportunity for me to put myself in the mix, where usually as an owner or a coach, I'm telling people what to do. But during the open, it was always so fun to sign up for that last heat on Friday Night Lights. Yes. Now everybody gets to, like, I remember when I first started doing CrossFit, working out with my coach for the first time. That was I don't know why, but that was a really special moment for me, almost a core memory for me as an athlete. Then I became a coach and an owner down the road, but that was probably that was an inspiration for me as an athlete to be able to get in the mix with those people who were basically mentoring me as an athlete. And now I get to do it with them or watch them. Is that something that you feel yourself as an owner as well?
Yes, similarly, except let me take it another level. I can identify with those new members, especially because there's a certain amount of anxiety that you have as an owner. You're the owner. You're the person that's bringing people in. You're the evangelist for CrossFit. Now here you are. You have to represent what you have to practice what you preach right in front of everybody. So when I come in, I tell myself, I just get warmed up, do the first heat, get the first heat, get it out of the way. And then I procrastinate. Pretty soon the last heat's coming. I have this huge ball of anxiety. And I always tell myself as I come up and I get ready to start that workout, and everybody's looking because they know Craig's in this heat. And then if we have someone on a microphone, they're like, oh, Craig's in this heat. and that pressure mounts. And instantly it's a dose of reality for me as to how especially new people feel, and then how the athletes are even more interesting is how the ex-athletes, the ones that used to compete and be competitive. Like Alessandra Pacelli, she's 9 times games athlete. She'll come in and she'll do the open. She did the open. Yes, still doing it. And what's cool about that is she has to adjust her where she is, but she brings a great deal of anxiety in because there's an expectation. Well, she's going to kill this workout.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a different kind of anxiety, but it helps you identify with those members. And I'll tell you what, Chase, too, the really interesting thing for as an affiliate owner, we do a lot of events throughout the year, and I'm not an event guy.
No,
and
like a go to an event guy or put on your own event guy.
Just putting on an event, like having people over the house and stuff. Like I'm more of a loner. I love hanging out with my buddies and doing workouts in the 3:30 class with my bros.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like events at the gym, I've got someone else that kind of takes that on. Well, what this does for 3 weeks is it forces me, the owner, to get down and dirty to make sure there's an awesome event, make sure the intramural open is awesome, make sure the Friday night lights are awesome. We have a Sunday fun day, and I'm there at all those events. So for 3 weeks, me and my wife are forced to be in here and be part of it on a different level. And it creates an awesome obligation that lasts throughout the rest of the year.
I love that. Now, you're not too opposed to other events, because we've had a couple OG tailgates at the CrossFit Games back in the old RV parking lot days.
Yeah,
so that's a good one that we've done together.
That's a good point.
Touch a little bit on what you guys do at Diablo specifically for the Open. You mentioned an intramural Open. I know a lot of people do a lot of different things. What do you guys do specifically at Diablo for the Open?
Every year we do an intramural Open that is either divide the gym in half, men and women, masters versus millennials. We did one year.
That's awesome.
That's a great one. You could do team. You could do 3 teams
master, now. Unfortunately, I also fall. I'm teetering. I'm in that weird. I was born in '82, so I think I'm a Zennial. I'm both the digital and the analog world. So I'm a bit of a day walker myself. So I'd have to pick a side.
My daughter tells me I'm a boomer, and I tell her, no, 1962 is not boomer. That's the next. That's after. We get in these arguments. She goes, okay, and then she finishes it with, okay, boomer. But no, we've done that, and then but the funnest one is when we divide the gym in teams of 3 or 4. And this year we're going to do teams of 4. We'll assign a coach and a member as the captains.
Oh, cool.
And then we do a draft, and we draft members. And what's really interesting about doing that, the scoring is a pain in the ass. Again, it's one of those things.
Scoring is tough.
but we've, I've got it down to spreadsheets, and I can share those spreadsheets. I'll share a link if everybody wants to access those spreadsheets. But what's really cool about the scoring, which makes it interesting for the draft, is that we give points for everybody. Everybody says, well, intramural Open, all that's doing is giving points to the team that picks the best athletes. Well, yeah, we reward the top 10 men and women, top 10 men and women overall. And then we give them points 10 down to 1. So first place gets 10 points all the way down for your team. But then we give points for top scaled men and women. And we give points for top masters, top 5. Yeah. And then what's cool is scaled. We combine scaled and foundations together. So the foundations and scaled people kind of battle it out.
Okay.
And then here's the great thing is we give points for judging. So the number of times.
Oh, I love that.
What's great about that is we come in, you got the heats on the whiteboard that you sign up for, and there's the athlete name, and then there's the judge name. Because when we give points for judges, the judges' names are filled out first.
Why did I never do that? That was the hardest part about running the Open.
Oh, yeah. You'll see people's names.
Man.
I've seen people's names. I've seen people's names in almost every single heat, and they spend their entire Friday night lights judging so they can earn points for their team. Really simple. So then when you coming all the way back to the draft, he starts out the draft, and for example on ours, Jackson Miller's the most elite male. I'm probably gonna get crap for saying that, but he's our most elite male, Jim. He'll get picked and early on in the draft, but then it's when someone sneakily picks the best judge. Or the top scaled athlete. Yeah. And then the other teams who are sitting in the same room going through this draft, like, oh shit, we forgot about Eric Linden, who's going to judge 100 people during the.
It's like Open. That one guy in your fantasy football draft that drafts a tight end in round 3 is like, you son of a bitch! Now I got to change my whole draft order. I'm going to lose on this run.
It is so great. We also, the other thing we'll do, and I copied this one from Nicole Christensen at CrossFit Roots. She when she does an intramural Open, she has other events during the week. So last year we did a bowling night. It was on a Saturday night. We called it bowling alley, and I think we did it on a Thursday night before the actual open, and we go there, and the teams send as many people as they want. We had a bowling competition, and then the team that wins the bowling competition gets 10 points to that week's score.
That's fantastic.
Nicole Christensen they do really unique stuff, but one I really like is they do a fashion show.
Oh, awesome.
and it's their logo gear, and they actually have like a runway where people walk down the runway, and then they get judged independently, and then the points go to the winning team.
I love that. That was going to be one of my questions. That I know a lot of affiliates in intramurals, they might pick a theme for the year, or just let teams pick their own theme as far as what it could be. Do you guys do something similar like that, or have done?
Yes, we've had tie-dye nights. We've had sports themed nights. CrossFit Milpitas, Asham Beijbing, he's a red shirt.
Yeah, there's a throwback.
Well, so they've got almost 100 people signed up for the Open already too. They're doing, I just saw their promo video, which is really good. They're doing a whole Harry Potter theme, and each of the teams are representing one of the schools.
Like a house?
Yes, each team is representing a house.
That's awesome.
That's good. And we've done this year. It's funny. I was thinking about the themes as I was driving in. I think what we're going to do each week, because we just do a theme each week.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to do a music-based theme. So it'll be rock and roll, rap, and EDM.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, real rap, right? Like 90s and early 2000s. Right?
Damn straight.
Whatever it is these days. All right, here's my boomer moment. Is like, I can't do the mumble rap thing. I don't know if I should say this, but like I've been watching that Diddy documentary that 50 made. And I was like, man, rap was so good back then. Minus the death and the murder and all that horrible stuff. However, man, I miss that. I miss that music. That's fantastic. One of my favorite themes we did on our team, you basically just like pick a team name, but you had to dress into that. And we went as our team name was Tanya Harding's Hitmen. And half the team dressed up as it was teams of 4. 2 guys dressed up as the actual hitmen in like sweats and carried baseball bats. One was Tanya Harding, and then I was Nancy Kerrigan. Of course, it was it defaulted to me. I didn't do that willingly at all.
That's awesome.
It makes it fun, and I think
it does.
On the last week of the Open that year, everybody had to come dressed as their team theme. And then we had like points awarded to that. And that's just one of many things you can do in the gym to make it fun. As you said, it's a wonderful opportunity for owners to connect with their members on a different level. There's the programming, there's the coaching, there's the community building, there's just the discipline and the dedication that you instill in your members and take care of them from a fitness for life perspective. But there's also a lot of fun to be had in the Open. And yes, the nerves are there, but I also think that's part of the fun as well. And it's one of the coolest things to share with someone new for the first time, because they're so often they're either on 2 camps. Ignorance is bliss, and they have no idea what they're walking into. They just trusted you to sign up for the Open, or you bought them a code and gave it to them and they did it anyways. Yeah. Or they're nervous as hell and they're like, yes, listen, I am too. We're in the same boat. And there's that shared experience that is really the thing that brings people together. The word community gets thrown out everywhere you go, inside and outside of CrossFit. But the reason why it sticks here is because of that. People call it shared suffering most of the time. I mean, CrossFit's hard. When, we learn to do hard things, and then the ability to do hard things instills confidence in us inside the gym, but more importantly, outside the gym. And the Open is the best place to do that in a controlled setting where you have your opportunity to really build that trust and that foundation for your members. And that's just one of many reasons why I love the Open.
The fun stuff and the events and those ideas were organic from our community. They came out of our community who made suggestions, or I saw it at another affiliate. But what it does is that event, the Intramural Open, and why we embraced it so much, maybe like 6-7 years ago when we started it, was because it reduces the anxiety. One of the biggest inhibitors to registrations is the anxiety people have about performing a test and performing a test in front of other people, and with a judge watching them and counting their reps. And so you can diffuse that or diminish it through, creating a fun event and everybody kind of participating together. And then at the end of it, they've still done something really freaking hard.
Yeah.
And then that's when the dopamine hits and the reward comes, especially when they finish 3 weeks and then they see that they've got a level and they know they've done the test, and all of that connects them back to CrossFit.
Mm-hmm. It's the best part. It's the best part. To shift gears real quick is that if anybody's watching YouTube this week, and especially on the Games channel, the Boys Interrupted went to the ranch this weekend and did 3 events out there at the ranch, but they weren't done because once they were done at the ranch, it felt like the whole team went to the SAP Center where the 2026 CrossFit Games, the 20th year of the CrossFit Games, will be held in San Jose, California. You got to be there, and it was everyone on the Games team. Dave, Boz, Heather, the whole crew was there, and you guys got to go in the arena. Now, I've never been in that arena, but what was it like being there, and what did you take out of it after that weekend?
Couple things. You walk into the arena and they got the CrossFit, insignia everywhere. That was just, you get the chills, the same chills you get when you walked into Madison or you went into even Albany, and you see the logos, you see it everywhere, and you're like, wow, this is real. That was awesome being down on the floor. It was cool. Other affiliate owners I ended up having about 15, 16 coaches there with us, and some members that came down. So they got the kind of that awe. And then the athletes came in. And I will tell you this, that group of young men are incredibly gracious, and they are really friendly and put up with a barrage of picture requests, autographs. At one point in time, I had 2 of my 60-year-old members, and 64, 65 years old, these 2 women, and they had Jason Hopper cornered.
Oh, that's
and awesome. They were just, bantering with him and then making him sign the back of their hoodie. And then when he signed it and they didn't get the picture, they made him pose again like he was signing it. And I said to one of my coaches, I go, hey, should I go rescue Jason? And they were all gracious and super happy to be there. That was really cool that they were that approachable. My members and coaches were like, wow, these are really cool people, and they're really nice. And then we got to see the venue. We got to see where the affiliate lounge was. But here's the cool thing, Chase. We found out where the vendor village is going to be. So right when you walk out the main entrance in the back that faces the parking lot, that's where they're putting the vendor village. Literally 100 meters from where, and they're going to do it with tents.
Bro, that is
the entrance.
That's huge. Carson right there.
Yes.
When the vendor village was at the top parking lot for the tennis stadium and the soccer stadium.
Yeah.
That was the best vendor village we ever had. I mean, Madison was great. It was huge. It was a little off in that overhang, but when we were in Carson, just having it right there in the mix of people in between events, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. That's going to be a difference maker because Madison was cool because it was kind of outside both venues and you could mingle around. Albany was you kind of had to go through the streets around the corner. It was good, but it was great. Fort Worth was a pain in the ass because it was 104 and you had to stand outside.
And a little bit of a walk.
This one is going to be great. They've got a setup, and San Jose is a much more moderate temperature, easy to get to. Also that Dave hinted at that. He goes, the games are 3 days here.
Ooh,
which and look, it's a 45-minute ride without traffic down to Aromas. So that I imagine that there might be some sort of
45 minutes, you say? Interesting. Well, that would be awesome.
Yeah. What he did say is he said, look, he can't say anything, can't do anything because the barrage of people that would venture that way to watch it, and he has there's strict restrictions in his county for attendance or participation or parking at the ranch.
There's a reason why they're not at Aromas anymore.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then there'll be activations right around. So there's a huge park right across the street from the Shark tank in San Jose. And they're going to do workouts there and other activations there. And then they're already talking to gyms in the area to set up stuff with vendors. So
that's awesome. And that's another cool thing about the games coming in town for local affiliates in the area, because they can just open their doors and just welcome not just the games athletes that are coming in, which is fun, but just the people that are traveling from around the world coming to watch and cheer on their favorite athletes, their gym members, their coaches, or their owners. Craig, before I let you go, you had mentioned affiliate lounge. Is that something that's going to be there on site for affiliate owners again this year?
The affiliate lounge is really nice. We went there. It's really accessible. Be there for owners. The other thing that owners will be able to do is buy blocks of tickets for their gym. So they'll be able to secure an area within
there.
Yeah, they'll be able to secure it and put that out to their members to purchase, right? So in advance, you can bring groups of your, and that's always been a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's always been almost impossible to do.
To bring your people together, so they're working on putting that together so that affiliate owners can bring their members together in the same seating.
Well, great news all around. So if you guys buy bulk tickets whenever that comes out, you got to make a specific game shirt and wear a ridiculously bright color, because I miss the old days of like the red CFNE and the green Invictus and all those other colors that were in the stands. That was always such a cool thing to see, not only at regionals, but transfer to the CrossFit Games. Well, Craig, listen, congratulations on over 200. I can't wait to see where you get to. I guess, look, West Coast's got a bar being set by Diablo right now, as well as several around the world. But Craig, appreciate your time. Congrats on everything. And then I'll see you. What do we say? I'll see you on the leaderboard.
Hey, nice. Yeah, we'll see you on the leaderboard, and everybody else register for the Open, and let's make this an awesome year. It really is up to the owners. The owners and affiliate owners can really make this an unbelievable Open. So
exactly, and we said it before the beginning. If you love what we're doing at the CrossFit Games, if you love CrossFit, be a part of it. You will have more impact signing up for the Open than you will talking about it. So that's what we're doing, and we do both. Craig, thank you very much. Up next, Spencer and Saxon Panchik. Live from San Jose, California, it's the CrossFit Divisional Games. From July 21st to July 26th, the Masters, teams, and adaptive athletes will once again be joining the individuals and teams games qualifiers. Get ready for an epic week of the CrossFit Games and the Owners and Coaches Conference presented by Hustle Up. All right. Hello, boys.
What's up?
Hey. How are we doing?
We're ready, man.
We're ready. All right. This is
made
great.
me feel old saying I'm almost 30.
Yeah, bro. I was looking at the leaderboards like, man, those guys are almost 30. Are you guys 30 yet or almost 30?
No, 29.
Yeah. When is D-Day? When is
June.
June. Okay. So you're 30 in CrossFit Games age.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us. It's 2026. We just mentioned we've just cracked 60K in 2 weeks. We are hard charging to 26.1. Just to start things off on the wrong foot, I would just like everybody to know that one of these brothers have signed up for the Open, and that is this man right here. Saxon Panchik is on the leaderboard, but
whoa. Are you sure about that?
He is this year. Tried to see how many signed up last year, but Spencer, technically, as it stands now, you guys both have signed up for the same number of Opens. So you have an opportunity to break the tie.
When was the last time you checked? That's my question.
Ooh, I don't know. You were backstage for about 27
You gave him too long, Chase. He's 60,001 now.
All right, yeah, 60,001. Okay, I had to check before the show. So both Panchiks, you know who's not? I was trying to find Big Bro, and I haven't found him.
He's retired. One of those.
Listen, we're all tired, depending if we put a real it. Who knows? Who knows? Well, guys, listen, I'm pumped that you guys are back in action together for the 2026 season. Saxon, I'll start with you. Let's be honest, how good is it to come back and do the Open again?
Oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah.
You're talking about 3 weeks out, you start to get those butterflies in your stomach and might have to run to the bathroom. But everybody knows that feeling. When you're talking about that, I'm like, oh man, it's ready to roll.
It's so great. And Spencer, look, you guys have been a part of this since 2014. Long history. I look at the Panchiks as pretty much the fittest family in CrossFit. What you guys do with you, your brother, wives, dad. I mean, like, what is it that you guys do in this community right now?
Well, real quick, I can't tell if Saxon said anything before that, but I can't hear him. So if he's over there talking any trash, I can't hear.
Oh no, you can't hear you. Yeah, he was very cordial.
There we go. All right.
Trash talking. But as we look forward to, he said, I think now we are 29 days till 26.1. You guys got to be a part of Open announcements in the past. Spencer, I'll start with you. What is it about the Open and an Open announcement that makes this part of the season so special?
I think the biggest thing, I mean, and I'm just going to speak just from being brothers, Sax and I were twins, so we had a chance to play sports growing up, and we always watched Scott play football, and that was always a dream that we had, was to be able to do something together. And what's truly amazing is we're able to actually do this together. We're able to compete against each other, and being able to do that on for an open workout live was awesome. And that was, to me, that was a dream come true. And you throw my dad in there as well. It's open to everybody, and there is a lot of smack talk going on, and that's what makes it fun.
Saxon, what is it like? I've got two younger brothers myself, and the three of us are all competitive in our own ways, but we don't all do CrossFit together. You guys have the Panchik name is just synonymous with CrossFit. It's synonymous with the CrossFit Games. What is that brotherly rivalry like over the years?
Yeah, I mean, especially for the Open, I just think it kind of comes down to who's going to get that last redo on Monday night. That's the one thing where it's like, I love a good old redo, especially within that time frame. I mean, there's times I could count on one hand at least how many times I've done a workout, an open workout, probably 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
in the same day.
In the same day?
Yeah, Spence and I did one. Spence was judging me one year. It was the 33, 27, 21, 15, 9 thruster chest to bar.
Don't tell me you did that more than one time.
No, I did it 3 times in one day.
Oh my God.
And the first time I was doing it, Spence was judging me, and everybody kind of has this a little bit, not the time for it, but I think he just blacked out a little bit there. And I was on 21, and he goes, "You're on 27." And I'm like, "What?" And I was like, so I ended up doing 27 twice. And I was like, I was like, no, it was 21.
Oh no. Spencer, we're talking about judging brothers in the 33, 27, 21. Was that intentional sabotage?
Listen, maybe blame that on the ADD, but I was committed to it. So it was like, I did 21. No, you didn't.
Oh, that's so great. I cannot believe you did that workout 3 times in one day.
That was the last time he's judged me.
Said it's the last time you're going to judge him in that one.
Listen, that and double unders, I don't want any part in counting.
It's the hardest question in the judges course is the number of double unders that they put in. I'm not going to say the number. I'm not going to get myself in trouble, but it is always one more than I think it is every year. And I'm convinced that it's right. And I still answer it wrong. And I'm like, fine, I'll do whatever the answer is. But I swear to God, it's not that answer every year. Talking about the Open, Saxon, in 22, you actually won the Open last year. You've been a part of semifinals. You've been a part of the CrossFit Games. We just talked Open announcements. Of all of those things that you've been a part of in terms of the CrossFit Games, what did winning the Open that year mean for you as an athlete?
Yeah, that's a great question. For me, it was something that it was a good way to start off the year. That was my first year. I moved down to Tennessee. It was funny. It was actually that night I moved, and I was like putting my twin girls' bed frames together, or their cribs together at night. And then I came in the next day to start the open workout, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know how this is going to go. And then the first one ended up going well, and that momentum was just something I was able to carry through the rest of it. And, being able to find a little bit of belief, I think that is anyone that says like, hey, you're just going to kind of get through the Open, it's just a stepping stone, like, absolutely not. You bring the heat every single week, and you can't tell me that momentum's not good for you to be able to carry on through the rest of the season. If you start well, I think you can finish well. And, if you start slow, hey, you still got to get that momentum rolling at some point.
I got to talk to Colton Mertens a couple of weeks ago about winning the Open. And in terms of, I would say, like, difficulty and chances to do that, like, it's tough, man. You got a couple 100,000 people you're competing against versus, say, 40 at a semifinals or 30 at the CrossFit Games. Speaking of semifinals, we know the season. It's all out there. So, Spencer, do you have an idea of what you're planning on where to go this year?
I feel like I'm still kind of taking it day by day. I just did the NorCal qualifier, which,
Oh, yeah.
you want to talk about double unders.
How are those
They have the
traveling
move.
double-unders?
They have the traveling double unders. At one point, I'm like, I thought I was doing singles. They were doubles. So I started trying to do triples. I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? But yeah, I mean, I think, right now it's, get as many tickets to semifinals as you can, and then, kind of figure out the season from there. But for me, I would say on paper, I'm looking at, Del Mar, NorCal, and then, the online semifinals. So, obviously your goal is to get that ticket as early as you can, but, to still be able to have some structure through your season so that you can really figure out exactly, you know, how you're going to train for those specific events. Last year, I did 3 semifinals like 3 weeks in a row, and you know, I'll say this: what I really liked about it though was, you know, being able to maintain a specific level of fitness throughout them. So it was like, you're going super fast, high intense, and then, you know, take a couple of days off and then on to the next one. And I will say each event I did feel like I don't want to say I got better, but you almost become like it just reminds you of the old days of CrossFit where
Yeah,
you're just maintaining your fitness all year and just beating yourself against the wall.
I get that. Saxon, you're back in competition this year after a year off. Is there any competition rust or competition nerves that you're worried about?
Nah, you're always going to have those nerves, but I mean, that's what those last, 6-8 months were for, being able to get those out and be ready to rock and roll for the year.
How excited are you to get back?
I wish it was this week.
Man, I don't wish it was this week. I'm speaking specifically to the Open. But another thing that's new this year that we didn't have last year is quarterfinals are back.
Yeah.
Now, for me, quarterfinals was the end of the road of my season, but it was always fun to do the Open, qualify for quarterfinals, and then be tested on another level. For both of you guys, Spencer, I'll start with you, is now that quarterfinals are back after not having them last year, what is quarterfinals? Where does that really fit in terms of your training and your prep to qualify for semifinals?
I think, yes, you're looking at the big picture, but I also think, focusing on the task at hand. So, I'd be lying if I said every qualifier, whether it's, I just said NorCal or whether it's the Open, I think a lot of people just look at it as, it's just kind of get through it rather than, man, like I want to give everything my best. And, sometimes that's redoing a workout. But at the end of the day, it's putting your ego aside and it's just you versus you. It's what am I capable of on this given day? And, that's the way I look at it, is just take it one event at a time.
Well, it's interesting too, because I believe quarterfinals is a bit of a blind leaderboard until it's all said and done. So you have confidence in maybe your ability, but you still don't know what everybody else is going to do. Saxon, I know I asked Spencer this, but I want to come back to you as far as semifinals. What is your plan this year for the semifinal season?
Yeah, say yes to everything. Get out there, have fun.
We're done with no.
Hey, it starts at Mayhem.
Okay, starts at Mayhem. That's man, what a one to kick
Hopefully
off.
It finishes there. That's the plan. But yeah, I mean, I think the big thing is looking at everything one step at a time. Don't get too concerned on like planning the full season out. Of course, you kind of have plan A, plan B, but I mean, dude, it starts with the Open. I mean, I'm doing Wodapalooza on a team this year, but again, we got 2 weeks of the Open. We got to do that, and then we have Wodapalooza, and then we have quarterfinals, and then again, just one step at a time.
We touched on Open announcements earlier. Wodapalooza will be hosting an Open announcement. The first time a live competition has hosted an Open announcement. Spencer, I'll start with you. Is that I'm biased, right? I think it's awesome. I'll just put it out there right now. But how wild is it, or how cool is it to have an Open announcement at a live event and one of the events be that workout for the weekend?
I mean, I think that's incredible. I think that, the way that it's structured is it allows the athletes to be able to really shine. And it's like Friday Night Lights on a big stage, and everybody's able to see where they stack up against those people. And to be able to see that at Wodapalooza is, I think that's awesome.
And what's going to be even cooler is that everyone on site, there's going to be a stage that is just dedicated to 26.3 that entire weekend for anyone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who is in the open or just wants to do it with a judge, and your scores will count, because I know you've got to be in a good standing affiliate for your scores account, unless you want a video and send that in. Nobody wants to do that. Just make sure you guys do it in an affiliate. But anyone on site is going to be able to submit their scores there. Saxon, you said you're going to be a part of the team. I don't know what the workouts are going to look like and what it's going to be that weekend, but is this, if it's not going to be a team event, are you just going to, scoot over to the side in the base?
Hey, listen, you can find me there. You can find me there Friday night. I'll be doing it. And then be cheering everyone on, maybe judging a little bit and having some fun.
Yeah, me too. And unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately, I will be doing it there as well. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there is a fantasy draft off between me and the host of the CrossFit podcast, James Hobart. And unfortunately, we are both representing part of our teams, as well as 2 games athletes, male and female, and 2 affiliate owners, male and female. And then 2 wild cards every week, actually, after the open announcement. So I'm up for sale as far as who to pick. If you guys are like, listen, I'm going to win this event, pick me. Just,
I got you.
Yeah. I'm already like in an 0-3 hole before it even starts in a head-to-head matchup. It's going to be really cool, because how it's going to work is my games, male versus his, just straight up head-to-head. That's 1 point. Female, owner, us against each other, and then 2 other wild cards. So it's 7 opportunities to score a point. That said, I have Colton Mertens versus Austin Hatfield. I text Colton. He is supremely confident in his abilities. I like that. Now, as far as letting my own team down against James, I don't think I've beaten him in open workout since 2011. So we'll have to see. But I'm pretty pumped about that. And the one thing is that, back in the old open announcement days where it was like, hey, it's open to regionals, there was a lot of pressure in open announcements, and athletes would kind of talk about that because, look, making it to regionals was not a sure thing, especially in 5 weeks, which made open announcements somewhat stressful sometimes for the athletes, although, we all redo them no matter what. So I still able to do them. But now that's taken away, right? And thinking about 26.3 on the competition floor there in Miami Beach, there's really no pressure for the athletes because we have quarterfinals. Right. So I think how exciting that's going to be for everyone competing there at Wodapalooza. I think it'd be super fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
All right, boys. Before we sign off, obviously, thank you guys for your time. We have our top 10 feats of fitness every week on this show. I'm going to switch it up. I would like you guys to accompany me along the ride of our top 10. I know you guys really don't know what's in store. I almost forgot of what the top 10 will be, but I do see it loaded in. So don't go anywhere. We'll play a little commercial. We'll be back with our top 10. Saxon and Spencer will be joining us along the ride. We'll be right back.
Forging elite fitness is what we do here in CrossFit Inferno. We forge elite fitness. We have people of all walks of life, of all different levels, of all different abilities that come in here, and they see the workout every single day on the board, and every single person is doing their version of that. Doesn't matter if they're our best athlete in here or if they're brand new. They will get their ass handed to them in a way that their body is going to have some sort of stimulus or response to it that is going to make them better the next day. I don't cater to the masses. I don't cater to the small groups. I set a bar high, and we coach every single person to get their version of that so that they can attain that level. That's forging elite fitness.
All right, we are back, about to hit our top 10 feats of fitness. And as I hit this, you guys just make sure you can unmute your mics because I'm the only one that can do mine. So without further ado, number 10, we have knees to chest into a bar muscle up from Andriy Pachoku. It makes it look so easy, but I'm pretty sure I would have no ability to do that. Number 9, there's rig shakers, and then there's thick nastics to a certain degree.
Oh, yeah.
Wallace Herculano Clemente, with, I think he said he's 130 kg, rocking the rigs. How about this one, guys? A double strict kettlebell press at 57 and 60 kilograms. It's almost 130 pounds in each hand. No big deal. Coming in at number 7, you guys know this guy, Graciano, Wall Street weightlifter. Just a casual clamp, 55-pound plate overhead. It's not over. It's not over. He's going to squat the whole thing below parallel and all the way up. I would have dropped that on my head and knocked myself unconscious.
Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
I haven't seen any of these, but I'm taking your word on it.
Mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
For all the parents out there, you're welcome. Now we're into our top 5. The ultimate overhead squat. This is not AI. That's how ridiculous this guy is. Pressing as you squat without the bar barely moving. Check out level 4. I can't even sit on a board without falling over, let alone do that with the barbell. Number 4. Here, guys, try don't worry, wherever you think this is going, it's going another direction. Reverse muscle up into a press. Ridiculous. Number 3. I'm a big fan of the Turkish get-up, but how about an Atlas stone get-up at 250 pounds? Absolutely. And it has to get down too. Dear Dave Castro. No, we don't want to see this one at the games, guys.
I don't know how he put that on his chest.
I don't either. That was so Castro ridiculous. Number 2. Yeah. People are doing this now. That's what we all thought when we saw the front lever ground overhead. And finally, if you guys haven't seen this guy on Instagram, Ethan Bernard started at 660 pounds, has lost 225, and at this point, he decides to lift the weight he has lost off the ground. Actually saw him at CrossFit Mayhem a few weeks ago. Follow Ethan Bernard on Instagram. It's been a really fun follow, and just a cool journey, you said. But what a cool experience to just see how much weight you've lost on your body. And his journey has been super fun to watch. But that is our top 10 feats of fitness, boys. Anybody want to try one of those?
I want to see Saxon put that stone on his chest.
Dude, that's what we miss. We miss the experimentation in the gym. Back in my old days, it was all Turkish get us wall walks and sledgehammer hits on a tire. We need to get back to that.
Bring it back.
It's not just 12 open movements that we program in the gym for 12 months out of the year.
I saw Nick Matthew doing this bazooka. Have you seen it?
No,
It's like a bazooka barbell where, like, I don't know, some dude did it, but he like picked it up on his shoulder and then he held it like a bazooka and like worked up to 225.
You got to translate that one.
Yeah, he's a bazooka squad. I don't know what that is.
It's pretty cool. You should throw it on there next week.
Now, back in my day, have you tried or heard of a slosh pipe?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, you do. So
yeah.
Old school was we would make one, and then if anyone in the gym could overhead squat it, they got like a prize, because it might have been one person. If you guys don't know what that is basically get a big PVC pipe the length of a bar. It was like about that thick is what we use. You fill it a little bit with water, and it's not that much weight, maybe like 50 pounds or so. But if anybody's put water in a beach ball, we know exactly the craziness that would be. Boys, thank you so much for joining the show. I certainly appreciate your time. Spencer, congratulations on having one open sign up more than Saxon. But Saxon, as I told you, the CrossFit Games, welcome back, brother. It's not the same without the Panchiks being in the open in the game season. And I wish you guys all the best. Appreciate your time, and good luck this year.
Hey, we'll see you on the leaderboard.
We'll see him on the leaderboard.
Yeah, we'll see Saxon on the leaderboard. That's right. Welcome back, guys. Hey, good luck. Godspeed. We'll see you guys on